So we've just completed 5 days of lockdown. That's across the entire country. One of the problems is the marina had to close for leisure, which meant anybody on a leisure contract could not stay on board. And we were still on a leisure contract, so we very quickly changed to a residential contract. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to complete the tour this year now, or even start the tour this year, mainly because we won't get out of here for at least 3 months, if not 6 months, and that will put us in entirely the wrong place for next winter, so we may as well just stay put. Please do subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you, but it helps us. And also remember to click that bell icon. That will give you a reminder when we put a new video up. And we've got 1 or 2 in the can ready to go. So there's still some more interesting things coming out, even though we are on lockdown. And of course, if you're on lockdown and you're bored, you can always read my book, Small Boat, Big Plans, available across all digital platforms. So this is part of Old Hull. It's hard to believe that this is the Humber. Blue waters, not muddy brown. With all the issues that we've got with COVID-19 at the moment, a bigger issue really for the world is plastic and plastic pollution, especially in our seas. And this is the Deep's response. Put your plastic bottles in there. So an area that's always looked bad has been this under the dash on the upper deck. When you look at it from down here, you can see all of the guts underneath. So we've made some panels. These panels slot in. We've just covered them in felt, it's just hardboard. And we've got a couple left to do because we've got these left to do because we ran out of glue for these last 2 bits. That's not critical at this point. So all we've done is put some battening up. At the front we've put some bits of batten and they're just stuck on with thickened epoxy. And that's the first panel, just pushed up there. That'll be just held up with a couple of screws. And I think that looks a lot neater. And I'll just hide all that under the dash. We've made them in sections so that they're quite easy to get into various bits under here. And there we are. That looks much neater from here. And it stops Peppy going up underneath, we hope. One of the other problems of living aboard with cats, especially one cat, is he tends to like to tiddle in the wrong places. And it's this little innocent person here. And because of him, we have had to take the carpet up from the aft cabin because he tiddled on it. And it stank. So we've had a bit of a rethink and we're going to put a laminate floor down in here. We're going to keep the carpet on the edges, but we're going to laminate that bottom floor, mainly because when we washed the carpet it destroyed the backing. It must have been a water soluble glue on the back of the carpet and it's absolutely destroyed it, so not a lot of choice. It's not a big area, it's only just over 1 square metre, So we've bought some B&Q laminate. So what we've got is some underfloor cushioning, which is actually has got a silver side for insulation, and then it's just one pack of laminate flooring. Now we've gone for a complete contrast, because trying to get match with the wood colour would have been absolutely impossible. Now that underlay I will actually use as a template for the cutting of the top lamination. So we've got a slight issue. We're using this foam. It's actually this is two pieces, but if we put it back to back like that, down here the issue we've got is the shower tray comes out and leaves me a lip, and I don't want a lip, but that's almost the thickness of half of that. So we trim that to fit across there, and then step this bottom piece back. That gives me a lip, so one piece can overlap the other, and then we can fit the next sections down. So we'll do that next. So there we are, we've cut that, recessed the back, and that's taking care of that lip and giving us a flat surface straight across there. So now it's a case of measuring and cutting the next piece to go in here. But the advantage is I can use that edge as a template when I cut the boards to go down. Janet stood on the carpet tape and now she's like...
It's not funny, it won't come off.
I'll not repeat what she said.
I don't swear. I didn't swear, children.
I'll tell you what,
it's good stuff.
carpet tape is great at sticking stuff that's not carpet.
Right, this is the second piece, and he's just cutting out the shapings so it'll fit in the back in the rear cabin. Oh, that's it, all done. So that is going to go, and now I have to come out so he can get in because there's not enough room. Here we go. So that goes somewhere down there on the floor. Almost perfect fit. Just a little bit of adjusting that needed. You know the old saying, you measure twice and cut once?
Yeah, we'll always cut on the good side.
Oh, now he's changing the rules.
Yep, that's alright.
Well, hopefully that should help with the cold that we sometimes feel in the rear cabin as well when we stand on the carpet. Sometimes the rear cabin feels really, really cold. Okay, what's he doing now? Oh, he's just doing a tiny little cut. Not that I think you can see. Oh, hello boy. And the culprit has just walked in somewhere. There he is. And he's gone into hiding because I've got the camera. And yes, it is that bit of him that caused the problem. But all in all, he's a lovable cat. feels like it's a better fit.
There we go.
Yep, I think he's happy with that fit. So now there's just near David's feet that little dark patch that so he's got long narrow patches now that he has to fill in, and that's going to be, probably get that out of one, well out of two, because we doubled them up. Right, don't know if you can see very well, somewhere down here he's actually got floor brick behind it.
And there we are. That's this job almost done. There's one little corner there that I have to finish, but I've run out of battery on my cutters, so this will have to wait till tomorrow to finish. But a wee bit of drama. We've got a fire. It's up on the building site. I don't know what it is. We just heard a bit of a pop, and there it goes. So, we know that they've got a load of polystyrene up there. We're not quite sure what's gone, but all the workmen are out. We've got sirens now in the distance. I think we're going to get evacuated. That's now. Won't take them long to put it out. Just heard the pops there. So we've now got white smoke, not black. So does that signify a new pope? At the fire service have looks like they've extinguished the flames at least.